My FTDX10, over. Yeah, that's correct. Ah, yeah. It's funny, yeah. So we got we got the same antenna, the same power. Waktu Papa Romeo. Adelante, Fernando. My power element is put on on the top of my telescopic mast, over. I have runner here. Here on my side, I got also, yes, an X-beam antenna, but I prefer to work with my monobander antenna on a 10-meter band, yes. It is more comfortable, yeah, for working, yes, on 10 and 12-meter band, yes, it's very easy. Yes, I just record you, yes, on my setup. Yes, and you got very good audio. So wait a minute, I'm going to do the playback of your station. Yes, yes. Why do people using this antenna, Gary? You know that I stick to. How high is yours up in the air? I just got on your page now. I'm actually trying mine out. November 16th. Celsius, 50 degrees. For I can and a nice weekend from West Germany. Whiskey 9 Golf Lima, Delta Oscar 1 Kilo Romeo Tango Ralph on the microphone, Roger. For me, for French people, it is very nice. So don't worry. Okay, well, Frank, thank you very much for this 150 acres. And the neighbor water including security extra for Europe. Yeah, you can. Yeah, no problem for me. Well, Frank, thank you. Whiskey 2, Fox Tango, Juliet, Fox number 4, United, Juliet United. May take some years before we can shoot another one. Yeah, but yeah. It's not the best. Yes, 2 days ago and yesterday we got a lot of rain, very a lot of rain here in France, and more precisely in the southeast of France. Yes, it was terrible with the rain, but But in Paris, there is also yes, there is also a lot of rain, but it was it is harder. Yes, it is harder in the southeast of France, but in Paris it's okay for the moment. Over. Yeah, that's correct. Za Masti to miluju typu, takže neviem. Kedy si budú dosť cenné, aj na giełdy tam chodil do rybníka, takže... CQDX. Ontario Kilo 2 Bravo, Germany, Washington. Kilo 2 Bravo, Gold Whiskey. In Central Poland, name is Boy, Victor Oscar Yankee, and a copy, Sean. Roger, Roger, I'm happy. Well, but 7 and 3 and you may be other months session. E3 X-ray Yankee and TSP 78 JK 7 3. Norway 7 Hotel Japan America. Tango QDX. QDX from Delta Oscar number 1. Yo Tango. QDX from Delta Oscar number 1. Kilo Romeo Tango. Delta Oscar number 1. Kilo Romeo Tango. QDX.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
QDX. Okay, the Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike. Is that Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Handle is Steve in Vermont. I'll give you a report on the next go. Thanks for picking up the call. Over.
Hello, Steve. Yes, the name is Ralph, and the call is Delta Oscar number 1 Kilo Romeo Tango. Last course was January. You're 59, 5 and 9, Roger.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, Ralph. Good to hear you again on the band. And I guess we've worked here. Yeah. You're 5 and 9 as well, and some QSB, and coming through nice into northeastern U.S. there. Over.
Roger. Thank you so much, and all the best for you, and a nice weekend. You are in the lot. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Oscar 1 Kilo Romeo Tango 73.
7-3. Thank you, Ralph. K1GMM.
Sure, there, Delta Oscar 1 Kilo Romeo Tango CQDX. CQDX. Že tam do tego łosia zajadli. Mówił, że tu z okolicy, żeby nie chcieli też jechać, aby było pełne auto, no ale każdy, wiesz, tak jenom na gębie mówi, wiesz, no tak. Spontanie pojedziemy na 150 kilometrów, tak? For the music this time with my radio, over. Sugar 3 minus, solid 5 by 9. 100% copy, Martin. Beautiful copy. And 73, happy weekend, Martin. Igualmente para ti, Martin. Gracias. Buen fin de semana. Hasta pronto.
Germany, Mike 8, Ocean, Florida, Queen.
Okay, the November Hotel only. Okay, Joe, India Uniform 1, Foxtrot for November Hotel. Joe, 5-9 para ti, Joe, avanti.
Can't even understand him. Wow.
Over, Joe, muy bien copiado en Puerto Rico. Buen fin de semana.
No, leci tak patrzę, co jest takiego spotkania.
3000 DF, 3000 working very well at the moment. Back to you.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, really nice. Very nice radio. About the little brother to the yeah, I really like the KNGMM. The 101 a very nice radio. Lots of luck with it, and I'm sure you're going to have a good time with it, man. Anyway, I'm going to treat you. Nice talking to you again. You have yourself a fun you're hairpinning and moving. Still hearing everything you were saying. Okay. Okay, you get along again.
Yeah, Roger, Whiskey Uniform 9, Papa, Sierra, Papa 4, Juliet, Echo Mike. Of course, thank you for responding my call, and I wish you good luck and good DX, and I hope we can meet on the other bands. We reach it at 15 and 10 now. Maybe sometime we can reach for the other bands. Thank you very much and good luck, and of course, best 73 from Poland. Bye-bye. Yeah, I tried to call again. This is Sierra Papa 4, Juliet Echo Mike, calling for the X.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike, very welcome on the band. On this side, Pavel, Papa Alpha, Whiskey Echo Lima, and please go ahead.
Hey, Powell. Nice to meet you. Thanks for picking up the call. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, handle is Steve over here in state of Vermont. You're about a 58, 5 and 8 into Vermont. Over.
Yeah, Roger, 100%. You are coming also very, very nice into the northeast part of Poland with a very nice CTB Scoopets with Radio 5 and Santiago 7. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Powell, for the 5 and 7. And you have yourself a great weekend coming up. Appreciate you picking up the call. I heard a lot of people calling you, so hang in there. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, 7-3.
Yeah, Roger, thank you for responding my call. Wish you good luck and good EX. Best 73, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Sierra Papa 4, Juliet Echo Mike, 73 and over.
7-3, thank you.
This is Sierra Papa 4, Juliet Echo Mike, QRZ. Calling CQDX. This is Sierra Papa 4, Juliet Echo Mike, Sierra.
By 9, está signal, clear modulation. Who is this? Muchas gracias, un abrazo, 73, bye.
Echo Alpha 7, Kilo Whiskey. Echo Alpha 7, Kilo Whiskey.
Muito obrigado, tudo bem. Abraço bem forte e até próxima vez. Tchau, tchau. Obrigado também.
This is Denmark, London, number 8. Mexico, England, Mexico. Delta Lima 8, Mike, Echo, Mike. Delta Lima 8, Moon, Earth, Moon, calling CQDX North America and standing by.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
CQ. Echo Hotel Alpha. CQ. Florida 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. Fox 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. CQ. Florida 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. CQ. Florida 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. CQ. Florida 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. Fox 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. Standing by.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
CQ. Florida.
X-ray, Echo 2, Zulu, Zulu.
CQ. Florida 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. CQ. Florida 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. Fox 4 Echo Hotel Alpha. Standing by.
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, that's correct?
Don't suppose that's going to last much longer. I think we're getting a bit of rain over the weekend and then probably cooling off a bit next week, but still it's quite reasonable. So no need to get the thermal underwear out just yet, guys.
Yeah, I think that's funny. I mean, you guys would laugh at us Southerners, right? I mean, we're used to high humidity, swamps, alligators, water moccasins, but always warm temperature. So it's kind of funny, you know, when it got into the 30s last night on the farm, and then that's just hilariously cold for people like us. You know, I think last year it got down in the teens one time, and everybody about lost their minds. So. And I don't know if you can hear it, but this amp, you know, the problem with this Flex amp is it just absolutely ramps up. The fans are insane. It sounds like I'm sitting next to a jet engine right now.
Yeah, I can hear it. I wonder what tubes you've got in that amp.
X-ray Echo 2 Zulu.
Let's see.
Kilo number 1 Juliet Mike. This is X-ray Echo 2 Zulu. Are you reading?
12, 13, just depends. But it's real noisy, so, you know,
QRZ, Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
it's noisy, so you just have to be prepared for that, over.
Yeah, it is pretty noisy. I guess you could use a.
Hello, is this frequency in use? K1GMM. Is this frequency in use? Oh, you sent me a message, Christian. I just popped the chat open. Hey, Paul. Hey, Pavel. VA4ADM.
Echo 2 Zulu. Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Hey, X-Ray 1 Zulu, I think. Hey, how you doing? Kilo 1 Golf Mike. How copy?
QSL. This is X-ray Echo 2 Zulu. You're 5 by 5, your report. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. This is X-ray Echo 2 Zulu. My report, please.
Yeah, thanks, Jose. I hope you're doing well. Your report is, I've just brought the power up, so maybe the copy's a little bit easier. But you're 5 and 7, no problem, in the clear. 57 into Vermont, and good to hear you on the band. Finally, over.
QSL, yes. I need Vermont also. And say hello to you. Thank you, my friend. I'm watching your live stream. I need to do the QSL with Vermont and also to say hello to you. Thank you for the QSL, and good luck, good weekend, my friend.
Yeah, you too. You too, Jose. Jeez, what a treat. It's a real treat. I appreciate you making it. I thought I heard you on another frequency, maybe a little higher, and I thought I heard a Mike, and I thought, I wonder if that's who I think it is. I know there was an X-ray and a Zulu in there, so I had a feeling it was you. 7-3, and have a great weekend. I'll be knocking around off and on all weekend, I think. So, X-ray Echo 2 Zulu 7-3, buddy. K1GMM. See you soon. Okay, I guess I'll sit here and do a little CQ calls. Try and do some CQ calls here. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Looks like I may need to retune. So this is K1GMM, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Southwest Vermont, CQ 15. CQ 15 meters, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. CQ and by for a call.
Yeah, it's 2 Echo 0
Oscar Sierra.
Okay, Oscar Sierra, stand by. There was a 2 Echo 0, I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Sierra November.
Hey, Dave, what's up? Good afternoon. We evening yet? No, we're still in the afternoon your time. And give you a report on the next go. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Steve, Southwest Vermont, over.
Yeah, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. This is 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Sierra.
Okay, Dave, what was my report? Over. Uh-oh, just fall out. Dave, you there? A 2E0 WSN, K1GMM. Boy, you're right at the noise floor, One more time, just hit me with a report. You're about a 4x3, right at the noise currently, over. Okay, I think I got it. 5757, I think I heard you say. Boy, band squirrely, huh? Anyways, thanks for the call, David. Hopefully we can do it when the band's in a little bit better shape. Not many people on the band here. So say 7-3, have a great rest of your afternoon, and maybe touch base on the weekend. 2E0 WSN, K1GMM, over. Seven 3, thank you, David. The other station that was in there, you want to try it? K1GMM.
Oscar Hotel 6, Oscar Sierra.
Oscar Hotel 6, Oscar Sierra. Geez, looks like we worked before, so this is nice to hear you again. Name is Steve over here in Southwest Vermont. Give your report on the next go, over.
Yes, thank you, Steve. Thank you. Yes, I remember to working you before. You came very well here. 5'9", 59 here in Finland. My name is Juha, Juliet Uniform, Henry Alpha. So, Mike, back to you.
Okay, Johan. Yeah. Wow. Strong. Surprised. I think you better turn your preamps off. Where am I? Let me get this in here. You're about a 57, 5 and 7. Johan, over.
Thank you. Now I'm using my linear. Wait a moment, I turn it. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oscar Hotel 6, Oscar Sierra. Now about 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt. How do you copy?
Oh, fantastic. Boy, that you popped right up. You're 5.9 plus, about +5 there. And yeah, great audio. Nice to listen to. Good copy, over.
Yes, thank you. Please wait a moment. I must turning it again. Okay, now it's 1.5 Kenwood TS 590 SG and Acom 2000 automatic linear 1500 watts, and my antenna system is 3/3 ultra beams, about 55 feet and 100 feet up. Go ahead.
Wow, you got that thing up there. Wow, you're running a 2000 Alpha. Very nice. And I think you're doing the heavy lifting, to be honest with you. So I'm running about 800 out of a 2000 Alpha as well. And the antenna is a 15-meter dipole, just a resonant dipole at about 90 feet. Over.
Okay, your game of 5.9 plus 10 here. Okay, I have preamplifier on my receiver side. But anyway, very good signal and a very nice audio. And I'm just looking your QRZ.com pages, and you have a nice setup there. I'm using only Heil Pro set and Heil HE7 microphone. Nothing else on the microphone line. Here in Finland today, it was overcast, but a rather warm day, plus 10 degrees Celsius. How about there?
Wow. Yeah, you're cooling off, aren't you? But you are up north. I know you're in North Country. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I got a little bit going on. I have to update my QRZ page. I'm going to do that later today. A lot of different stuff going on. So I'm running all virtual. It's all virtual audio. I'm currently on a Shure WH-20 head-worn microphone. I'm kind of partial to the head-worn microphones. I like them because I don't like having to be fixed in a fixed position. You know, I can look around and kind of enjoy the scenery. Turn my head and I'm still in the mic, you know. Yeah, the rig is a non-G2. Haven't been running it for several days, so I figured I'd light it up. And of course, the ACOM 2000 Alpha. And the weather, it's cold here. We've got the third morning. It's been 26, 28 degrees with a pretty good frost. So we got frost on the pumpkin there. K1GMM, over.
Okay, Roger. We have been a weekend, 2 weeks ago, we had a frost during nighttime and in the morning, but now very warm days, plus 10, but windy also. So it's autumn here, and I think winter is coming very soon. Last year, I was first time in skiing, just now 1 week later from this day, but now no snow yet, HI. Okay, back to you for a final. Nice to meet you again, and hope we'll meet again, maybe the other bands. K1GMM, Oscar Hotel 6, Oscar Sierra. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Really quick, you said you were on a 590, was it an SG? 590 SG, over?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a radio I've been eyeballing for several years. Really nice set. How long have you had it, out of curiosity? Over?
Oh boy, maybe about 4 or 5 years, and I like very much the 590 SG. Maybe little old looking radio, but it's very good, you know. And I'm doing band scope with aerospace SDR EQ radio, and I take an antenna away from back panel, and that's very easy. Good.
I see. So yeah, that kind of brings it into a more modern. Well, it's not just modern; it's beneficial, right? Over.
Yes.
Yeah. So I still have my 7300. I bought it new in 2016, right after it came out, and I always ran that with like an AirSpy HF Plus or something. And I mostly ran it just, with SDR console as a control surface. I did use the HF Plus as the front end, but that's what kind of got me into just the benefit, and the pleasure of having a large spectrum pan adapter on the screen, even if it's just for control and seeing what's on the band there. Over.
Yes, that's true. Yes, I have here also Icon IC7300, and I like it very much. But Kenwood 590, that's more fluently to use, especially in the contest. More knobs and so on. So more and back panel there is more things. For example, USB and the COM port, both are there, and direct antenna away. That's very good system, and I'm using my Elecraft K2, my sub receiver. I divide direct antenna to SDR radio and K2, and that's very good system on the Bilabs. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Did you find the 590 SG? It's got a way better front end, doesn't it, than the 7300? I call the 7300 a barn door. I think the 590 is way tighter, much tighter. Over.
Yes, 590 is heavy radio. If I defer to 7300, but anyway, 7300 I like very much. Audio is good, and a nice band scope, and it's very fluently to use. Normal QSO, and it's very cheap radio, and very good anyway. But I like old radios too. I have here some Kenwoods more. I have a 850 and also 870. Some like my Windage Corner, and I have also 830. So I have 3 old Kenwoods here, and also Drake C-Line, which I'm using sometimes with L4B. So this 590 is my first radio in the pileup and the contesting. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, K1GMM. The 850, I had a friend in the UK. I have a friend, Dave, M6ENS. He had an 850. Great radio. That's another radio I always wanted. What is the 870 the one that is noted for its hi-fi audio, or am I thinking of something, or am I thinking of like a 570 or something? One of those is a benchmark that everybody kind of looks at. Even though it's old, they're long in the tooth, they're capable of tremendous audio. I can't remember which one, if it was the 870 or not. Over?
Yes, 870. I'm using it normal. I have only HE5 capsule, high capsule, and but yes, I know that only good microphone direct to 870 would be very, very nice audio, and the receiver side audio is very good. it's even better than this one 590 SG. There is nothing his noise background, and it's very clear. And bass is much more powerful. Quite.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, very interesting. I've tried over the past, since February, get the table all cleaned off, and I had it stripped down to literally, you wouldn't even know this was a radio, a ham radio station looking at it, right? Got rid of all the clutter and all the crap, and guess what? It's all back. It's something I'll just never be able, if I'm going to play this game, it's something I'm going to have to live with. I got barely a place to put my coffee cup down there. Over.
Yes, that's true. Yes, 870. It's radio. Everyone wants, and here in Finland, very rare radio. I think so. No one use it in the flea market. So I had a very good chance when I got this radio, and rather cheap also, and it was almost unused radio, and its serial number starting at 0, so it's 1998, I think so. Every modification has made in factory. So I like very much 870. There is a knobs and so on. Everything what I need is on the front panel, and it's very fluently used also. Go ahead.
Yeah, does it have the classic Kenwood sound to it? And what I mean by that is I did have a TS430S, and I loved the receiver on that thing. It has it's a classic Kenwood. Even on receive, very smooth, kind of gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling. I don't know how else to explain it, but it was absolutely a pleasure. I just have it running, just use it as a receiver in the background just to listen. A little decent external speaker plugged into it. It was absolutely beautiful to listen to. Over.
Yes, I have some like Sony speakers, and also I have a CS830 sugar. I have a full line, and there's the 230 speaker, but there is inside phonema speakers, if you know. And I changed speakers, and after that it's very good. Sounds very good 870 with this speaker, and also 850. I just this summer, my good friend had 3 of 850s, and everyone was broken, and I got radios him, and I tried to repair this radio, and I got 2 of them to live in. So my good friend was so glad that he take only one and said that keep yourself another 850 I got to live, and one is more for parts in future. So 850 sounds very good, and I bought also double CW filters to this radio, and I like very much too. It's some like real Kenwood sounds. 870, it's something else. It's very nice audio. I have never heard so good audio. The other radios, even Icom 7300, it's very good, but it's some like else, something else on the audio. It's very good too, but 870, it's very, very good. Go ahead.
Yeah, the K1GMM, the 7300. I mean, I'm not bashing it because it is what it is, right? But the sound of it, the sound of the front end, I've had people ask me, I try to explain this stuff to them, and they just don't get it. They're like, well, I don't get it. And I'm like, well, you'd have to hear them side by side. It's exactly what you're saying. The 7300, like the radio I'm on right now, the Anon, the G2, I'm already fighting with myself because when we get done with our QSO, I may light the Sun radio back up, the SDR2DX. This is even worse than the ICOM, the Anon. It has, I call it a banjo in a box, and I don't know if you ever heard of banjo. Ding, 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 ding. It has this weird ring to the audio. It's the only way I can describe it, and it's very brittle. It's very, these radios are very loud. They got wicked front ends on them, really, really loud radios, audio-wise. But it's just, I've tried everything. I've tried everything to get that sound out of it and make it smoother, more silky. Excuse me, and I can't do it. I can't do it. So I always end up gravitating back to the Sun, because the Sun actually reminds me a lot of that old Kenwood. I remember when I first turned it on, I lit it up, my jaw hit the floor the way it sounded, because I was used to the 7300. And good Lord, yeah, it's like comparing a banana to a potato. I mean, they're not even in the same universe, in the way now the 7300's got a hot front end. They're hot, but it has that quality to it. You know what I mean? Where it becomes fatiguing after a while. And that's the way this Anon is too. I was just working with the EQ on it, trying to see if I could get some of that out of there, and nah, I can't. It's just the proprietary nature of the ADCs or whatever's in there, Go ahead, K1GMM.
Okay, Roger. Yes, today's icons, 7610 and 7300, both radios. I like. I had couple of years ago, I had both radios on my table, and I compared radios the same antenna, same headset, and so on. Both radios, they sound very equal. I couldn't say which radio I'm listening, and audio is it's very good. But indeed, in the contest, I'm listening hours and hours. Kenwood is more pleasant audio to listening, and more easy to use. Yes, that's true. And I like very much the radios which it sounds good, especially receiver side, because it's over 90% I'm listening each time. Anyway, your ESSP sounds very good, and I have also little interesting if I buy some good microphone and try with my 590 SG and also 870. That would be very interesting testing. So, could you say any good microphone and without any equalizer could be nice with 590 or 870, right?
Boy, that is a Pandora's box. What a question. I'm just going to tell you, there are so many good microphones out there that you do not need to spend a lot of money on. Being a head-worn microphone freak, if you like those types of microphones, you're not going to find anything better. If you can find one used, I used to have one, and I was an idiot, and I sold it. It's called an AKG C410. You may be able to pick one up used for pennies on the dollar. They were very expensive. Well, not huge money. I think they were well over $400. But you will not be able to distinguish the difference between that microphone and a full-blown high-end studio condenser. Killer. I used to use it on drums when I was drumming and playing out. I used to have to do some vocal work, and I used it on drums, and holy crap, dude, that thing is killer. As far as like like the microphone I'm on right now, it's very workable. I think this one's around $80. You can get into I know I've got a friend that's got what's called an F deuce, Foxtrot Delta Uniform Charlie Echo. It's called an F deuce. It's like a podcaster microphone. That thing is awesome. That's awesome, and that's cheap. That's not expensive. It's got a warm tone to it, capable of really thunderous bottom end, and just a beautiful top end. So that's an option. Gosh, it all depends on how much money you want to spend, but you don't need to spend a lot of money. All of my microphones here, I've got an AKG P220 desk mic. It's a large diaphragm studio condenser, great microphone. I think you can pick those up for under $150. And those are beautiful on vocal, anything to do with voice and acoustic guitar, stuff like that. I use that for AM work, actually. And I also use a CAD GXL 2200, which I only spent $60 on it, new. Great mic. That's a good microphone. One thing I wanted to mention, if you go with a studio condenser style microphone, the internal damping in the microphone is important. I'll give you a quick example, and then I'll tie this one off. The AKG P220 has superb internal dampening. Like, I have that on a cast iron based short little stand with a flexible gooseneck on it. And I can have that literally almost touching the keyboard on the desk, and I can type without it opening the gate on the microphone. Now, if I try that with the CAD GXL 2200, it's horrible. Even though they're both in shock mounts, right? They both have shock mounts, but still, that was my first education. Yeah, all are not created equal. Over.
Okay, Roger. I almost copy you all time, but your signal dropping down 5.5, even 5.3 to the first level, and it was very hard to copy you. Sorry about that. You told me your microphones HEK P220 and so on. Yes, there is many good microphones, and in this one here with 590 SG, there is equalizer, and I think that it would be very easy to put something, a very good microphone, and got good audio. But maybe it would be nice to get some used microphone if it is not so good. Your voice, I can change it, and not so expensive. But sorry about it. Your signal fading so much now that it's very hard to copy you. So I think we must continue next time. Come to say hello if you hear me here, or the other bands too. Mike, back to you for a final, Steve. K1GMM 086 OS. Do you copy me still, correct?
Oh yeah, QSL on it all. Yeah, you're about a 55 in here, 5553. So the band fell out. I'll keep it short. The only thing, if you can hear me, I'll say I heard a few years ago a guy on 75 meters when I was on there. He came in with a 590 SG. He was running a very modest rack, and I am telling you, that thing was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, you don't need much. Just a couple decent pieces of rack gear, or if you're going to do it all virtual, you could do that as well. And off and running, dude. 7-3. Have a great weekend coming up. We'll look for you again. 086 OS, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. All the best there.
Yes, thank you. Nice QSO, and 7 degrees to you, and have a nice coming weekend to you, Steve. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Thanks so much. 7-3. I'll sit here on this band, seeing as how there's a little bit of QSB. It's getting tough. Are there any stations that need Vermont? This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Southwest Vermont, listening.
Hi, Steve. Good morning from KM4GQ. Check your email. I think you might be with a smile there. QSL?
Uh-oh. Is this Marvin?
Yes, sir. That's me.
You weirdo. Yeah, good signal coming in. You want me to check? What, are you on the stream?
No. Regular email. The one on QRZ.
Oh, but I mean, are you watching the stream there? Over.
I clicked it and it didn't pop up anything. So this is actually the first time I have the pleasure of talking to you. I know I talked to you before via stream. This is my second week officially back up on the air after moving from Fayetteville, North Carolina to Florida. The QCH now is Hernando, Florida, about 20 minutes southwest of Ocala. But I know band propagation is not that great. I'm using 100 watt only with a 160 meter loop. But I heard you on there and said, let me throw a recording of him and see what he thinks about it. Your band propagation here is 5 and 7, between 5 and 7. So the second email I sent you was a whole lot better. Hopefully it's to your liking there. QSL?
Oh, coolio. Yeah. Geez, I don't even know if I'm on frequency. I've had a lot of problems with this rig getting it on frequency. Thing seems to be all over the place. So I just reset it before I jumped on the air today. So she's there's no calibration. So hopefully it's not too far off. Yeah, you're about a 5 and 5, 54, pretty consistently. But I hear you. You know the crap that I run on the back end of these radios, and I got a whole head full of you. I got the cans on, so hearing you, no problem. So what do you got going for the weekend?
Well, it's just trying to get this station back operational. Believe it or not, I'm using a Flex 5000, the old square box shoebox, and I got it back after having it fine-tuned and everything. Running a little bit audio gear, believe it or not. RE27, some rack equipment. And that's probably the reason why I sound the way I do. I don't think you'll hear very many Flex 5000 sounding this way. But anyway, good morning to you. Just wanted to wave my hand to you. Get a chance to check those emails out. I sent just 2 of them, and hopefully you can listen to the audio clip I sent you. I'm looking at you on the pen adapter at 3K. And sounding great, Steve. Sounding great. Anyway, I'll go ahead and let you go. I know it's not the best of band propagation, so I'll say I'll be listening here for a little while. K1GMM, KM4, Golf Queen, and glad you're listening. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, all copied. And somebody is like blasting into my band past here. They got the entire band. There's like 300 something kilohertz of 350 kilohertz of bandwidth, and they got to be like right on top of me. It's the way it always works, right? Anyways, maybe I'll just bring it up to 2 kilowatt and I'll freaking slam the door on them. I don't know. I'm tempted. Enjoying this new ACOM and the freaking Flex 5000, dude. Man, that thing sounds great. Great radio. I've talked to more people that have regretted selling that radio. The Cube, I call it the Cube. It's like a square box, if my memory serves me right. But yeah, I'll take a listen to the videos after the fact, and or the audio. Yeah, I'm kind of curious because I've never had anybody record me up in here, up above 20 meters. So we'll see how this radio's doing. Running the VST host stuff. All virtual, the new VST host stuff, which I've got to upload the new package because there's some changes that have been made. So give people some more starting points maybe, you know. Anyways, Lee, nice to hear you. 7-3, have a great weekend and keep up the good work. Your station's doing a fine job there. for 100 watts. It is squirrely. KM4GQ, K1GMM. You're in the log, brother.
Thank you much, and good morning to you. KM4GQ, QSY.
All right. Anybody else, stateside or anywhere across the mud puddle, the Atlantic mud puddle? This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Southwest Vermont. Bye for a call. CQ 15 meters. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. CQ 15, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Bye for any calls.
Whiskey 9 Delta Hotel.
Whiskey 9 Delta Hotel. Hey, good afternoon, and hey, Dave, looks like, and nice to hear you. Got a nice signal into Vermont. And happy weekend to you, over.
Roger. Yeah, my name is Dave, D-A-V-E. We're in Illinois, Indialima, and you have a great signal here. 5'9", pushing 20 over. We're enjoying a little bit of a weather break here. It's going to get warmer, and hopefully we can turn that furnace back off for a couple of days. Go ahead.
Yeah, our pellet stove has been just chugging away for a few days, Dave. She's up and going. And my mission when I get off I stop fooling around here on the radio. I'm going to be pulling the AC out. I think it's time. But you're right. So it's going to be the same your way, huh? I mean, it's supposed to be mid-70s here. I think here in Vermont by Sunday or Monday, something like that. But we've had third morning, I think, of frost. So I think we're going to get a little reprieve. But you know what comes after that, right?
I do, and yeah, we're well prepared. We bought a place in Arizona, and we go there right after Christmas and avoid the crap that comes here in Illinois as far as snow and sleet and just overall cold temperature. And that's worked out well for us the last 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I think we're supposed to get through our 3 or 4 days up in the mid to upper 70s, and then we'll go back down again, and I might stay there. Who knows?
Yeah, it's weird. It's very common to have, and you're 5'9", by the way, no problem. Pretty consistent too. It's very common here to have the peaks snow covered on Columbus Day weekend. And we were about a day late, believe it or not. I was driving down Route 7, headed towards Manchester, and I could just see the north face of part of Dorset Peak, which is around 4,000 feet right behind the house. Sure enough, dude, there's snow on it. I was like, ha, yep, we're here. That's usually a sign. Over.
K1GMM from W9DH. Yeah, winter is coming. Can't do much about it, but some people really enjoy it, the cold weather and the winter sports and things. But my family has typically not been one of those. We enjoy the warmer times, the warmer areas of the country. Very good. Yeah, we're working on a sump pump project here today. I'm taking a little break. But had a backup sump pump that was 30 years old, and it started. The battery went bad. And can't get another battery for it, or at least it's difficult. So I said, why spend money trying to get a battery that I won't be able to replace later? I've upgraded the thing to current technology, which is a maintenance-free battery. But of course, I got to pull everything out that's down there and put it back in, and it's not exactly the same. So, you know how that can go. K1GMM W9DH.
Yeah, W9DH K1GMM. And so if you've got a sump pump that's been in there for 30 years, that is a heck of a run on a sump pump. And the reason why I say that is my mother, I think she got about 13 years. 13, I remember, I think my father, before he passed away in 2014, maybe 10 to 12 years. She's got dual pumps in her basement. She lives in an area where, in the springtime especially, the snow runoff comes off the mountains, and then we get a big rainstorm. It'll flood the valley. And that's why the houses are all up on elevated foundations. I always wondered that. And, pumps failed. Both of them went down. That's why redundancy is good in a situation like that, but she lost both pumps. And there was like 4 feet of water in the basement. I was like, holy crap. Yeah, dealing with that was fun. So she lives about 25 miles south of me. And she's 91 now, so I kind of, I go down and pick up the pieces when things fall apart. But 30 years on a sump pump, that's a good run, dude. That's okay. Over.
Roger. Yeah, it's to clarify, it's the backup sump pump. So it didn't see a whole lot of use. And as far as I know, it still works. But at any rate, the main sump, I think we've replaced that 2 or 3 times since we've been here. That's during that 30-year spread. But this is the original backup that I bought in 1993 or 4 when we moved in here. I had a previous house in the 80s, and it had a sump. We moved in. We were stupid. It had a sump pump, so we thought everything was good. And then we had a big rain, and we had a flooded lower level, tri-level. It had all kinds of water, and come to find out, the pump had failed, and apparently hadn't been working for a while. And so I put in a backup there, and I kind of vowed that I would never be in that situation again. And so far, it's paid off. K1GMM W9DH.
Yeah, W9DH K1GMM. So how long did you grow up there in Illinois? You've been there your entire life, or you transplant? Go ahead.
Yeah, I grew up here. I grew up in Naperville here. Had a brief stint in an apartment in Aurora, which is an adjacent community, and then back. So, I've been pretty much lifelong Naperville here.
Oh, that's nice. Are you retired, or are you still working? Over?
Yeah, I'm starting to lose you. I don't know if the bands are changing or what. Are you still reading me okay?
Oh, yeah. I got you about a 57, 5 and 7, but you're totally in the clear.
Okay, yeah, you came up on that transmission, so may have been a temporary condition. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was, what did I ask you? Are you retired, or are you still working? Over?
Now, I've been retired for about 4 years now, and I haven't looked back. That's why we bought the place in Arizona. So we could go there for 3 months, and I wouldn't be able to do that working. But it all kind of came together in 2020, and both my wife and I are now retired, and we do have a disabled daughter that lives at home with us and always will. and that keeps us busy quite a bit of our time.
Yeah, right there with you. We have a daughter who's special needs. She's 25. Yes, 25 years old now. And Down syndrome with autism, and she will be with us till the end of us. So I know exactly what you're talking about there. Dave, go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, that's the tricky part. The end of us, but you don't know when that will be, and if it will be before or after the child. But yeah, Brittany's 37 years old. She has cerebral palsy and a few other issues. And so far she's healthy as a horse. So she'll probably outlive us.
Yep. You never want to see your children go before you do, right? But things get a little weird once you introduce any kind of disability or any form of handicap, be it, whatever, physical, mental, So yeah, it is the uncertainty of it. It's tough to, and I'm not going to go deep here. This isn't the forum for that, but it's tough to keep your head screwed on straight at times. Well, I'll speak for myself. You got to keep those thoughts that come rushing in. You got to kind of get those compartmentalized. Drag the file cabinet out and jam them in there. You know what I mean? Don't let them run wild there. Over.
Roger. Yeah, life has to go on, whichever way it shakes out. Anyway, Steve, I'm going to get back to work here and see if I can get this project done. But it's been great chatting with you, and maybe we'll hook up again sometime. K1GMM W9DH, off on your final.
Yeah, thanks for making the call, Dave. Really nice to meet you. And yeah, there is a huge QSB on the band. She's getting weird. We'll catch you later, hopefully. Anytime you hear me in here, don't be, even if it's a quick shout out, just say hello. I'd appreciate it. 7-3, have a great weekend. And appreciate the nice QSO, W9DH, K1GMM.
73, Steve, W9DH.
A QRZ15, Kilo 1, Golf, Mike. Make one more call here. CQ15 meters. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. CQ 15 Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Bye for a call. Oof, I know somebody's in there, but I maybe give it one more try, and can't hear. I know you're in there, and I heard Mike. That's all I got. Hit me one more time. We'll do a quick exchange and grab there. Over. Oof. No, there is nothing there. Okay, that is a no copy. If you tried, there was absolutely nothing. The band's getting a little rough, so I'm going to go ahead and vacate this band and QSY down. I may take a poke on 20, and most likely end up on 40. 7-3, if you can hear me. Sorry we couldn't make it. We'll do it again at another time. This is K1GMM QRT. Let's see who's knocking around on 20. I don't even waste my time on 20 usually because it's always people I've talked to before. So
having your house wiped away by a storm every 4 or 5 years, I think I'll pass. I'd rather take the little bit of snow we get here in Michigan than that kind of avenue.
let's see.
Bob, coming in. 5-9 plus.
Please to go over.
November 8, November India Fox. My name is Dick, Delta India Charlie Kilo, looking for check-ins for the SaturnNet, Salvation Army Team Emergency Radio Network.
Today, please call Whiskey Echo 4 Romeo Victor. That cures it. Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Quebec Romeo. Have you 5-3 in the US 9935. Thanks for having us, 3. You too. Kilo November 4 November. Bravo Juliet. Cures it. Kilo Echo 8 Lima, Mike Delta. Kilo Echo 8 Lima, Mike Delta 5-5 in the US 9935.
Roger, I'm right up on the border with New Brunswick. Limestone. Well, Caribou is next to me. Caribou Fractile.
Guy has no top end on his audio. Nothing.
Fractile's probably about 22, 23.
You guys, get it together, man. You gotta get it together.
Mass stop there, car.
This is odd. I'm not seeing good drive all of a sudden on my system. I wonder what's going on here. Is my audio still okay? Oh, there it goes. Okay. It took off again. I guess I just wasn't talking.
Let me check 17. I forgot 17. Oof. That's a pancake. Oh, that's crap. Typical. All right. 40 it is. Oh my gosh. Wow. Did we just get hit with something, you guys? 40 is a pancake. What's going on here? Let me give it a bump and make sure I'm tuned for 40. Yeah. Holy crap. That is terrible. All right, let me look at SWPC. I'll probably be shutting down. That is horrid. No, there's nothing going on. Nothing. What's wrong? I got something wrong here. Jeez, I wonder if I was on the wrong antenna. Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong antenna. I think. Pretty sure. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Shoot. This is the loop. Pretty sure. Where is all that racket? Where's that noise coming from? That is terrible. Something is not right here. Not copacetic. Boy, something is generating a horrific amount of noise.
All the winds and forests down in South Jersey and further.
I checked the SWR because something ain't right here. This thing should be flat. .1 to 1. It's not through the roof, so the antenna is actually connected. Okay, that's really weird. It's tuned. Well, I guess that's all she wrote. I'll go ahead and shut down because that is cock-a-doodle-doo. Let me check the chat quick and then I'm going to close it. Oh, there's a two-tone. Yeah, JPX, what's going on, dude? My noise floor is freaking... Yeah, it's nuts. Let me go over, I'll show you. Show you guys, that's weird. Nothing's on SWPC, so let me get over to that screen. Yeah, I'm going to kick diversity out. So watch what happens when I kick the diversity receive out, noise canceling. Look at that. It's never like that. Yeah, something's going on and SWPC hasn't picked it up yet. That's very odd. John, what's going on? ON8EI. Yeah, boy, that's weird. What time is it? So we got 12:20. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream, and I'm going to keep my eye on it. So I don't know what the deal is with that. JPX, we got to sked up, man. We could work each other easily. The band is right. Jeez, I talk to guys from Ontario, Ottawa all the time. So, wow. That's just bizarre.
'73. Hey, Barry, how are you? Over.
Boy, something slammed the freaking door shut, I'll tell you.
Okay, K3EUI, WA2DV, are you there, Barry?
Sharp QSB. Yeah, there's something happening right now. It's just it hasn't been